Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're taking a look at the war in between of Tribe and Darkest Muzan. I think one of the two teams, or like the two teams which brought you one of the most epic qualifier finals, which sadly for us ended in a one building loss, and which was, I guess, epic to watch, even though it sucks to be on the Tribe side on that match. But either way, this is like a small match once again in between of Darkest Muzan and Tribe, this time in the CIC, which is a community league. And we're starting already off with the first attack of Wei, who's attacking me, sadly, because Wei is a monster. And, well, he's attacking with Dragbat. And so far, the attack is looking great. He has had a great fun with the E-Dragon. Really nice blimp to the Town Hall. And he needs to take care of most of the splash damage, which is more like towards the top right side because of the Multi-Inferno Tower. And except that, like, there's not too much left which can target air and splash at the same time. For example, the Wizard Tower on the left side is getting taken out by the Dragon. And now the Bat Wave is coming in, and it's looking really good for him, sadly, so far. And, well, the Royal Champ with her abilities taking care of the Scatter and the Wizard Tower on the right side. And this leaves nothing left alive, basically, to defend this base, except the Tornado. Maybe the Tornado, or not. I mean, you can hope sometimes. But either way, this is a really nice overkill by Wei, which means Darkest Muzan is going to the first attack with the triple and is starting this match off as we kind of already expect whenever we see Tribe versus Darkest Muzan. So let's see how the rest of the match is going to turn out, and well, let's see how everything is going to get together, I guess. So let's take a look at the first match for first attack for Tribe. And one small thing to notice on this end, if you have no clue who this attacker is, it's Mido. And the problem which we had is kind of like Nick didn't turn up for the match. That was kind of the problem. So yeah, we had to take a substitute. So he was nice enough to jump in for us, and Darkest Muzan was nice enough to accept this. So well, this is kind of like the emergency player for us. So let's see what exactly he's going to do. He's using the Zap Lalo, but with the 3 Earthquake technique, which most of the time is getting used to activate the Town Hall, to get an Inferno Tower, things like that, like with the Royal Champion. But so far it looks pretty baited, let's put it like this, because the entire Tesla farm was over there, which is giving, obviously, his Royal Champion a tough time, and the King as well. So there's not that much left anymore. And the Royal Champion shield is not hitting the Town Hall, so he has to invest this free spell to somehow get the Town Hall, which in the end he is. So really nicely reacted over there. And now the Queen is encountering the enemy Scatter, and obviously the goal for this Queen was to get the enemy Queen, because that was the overall plan. The problem right now is the power, like a little bit of power is just missing. And with this in mind, the problem is that there are 2 heroes alive. And whenever you're facing 2 heroes, the two important heroes, and there's the King in between, the problem for you is to place the Headhunters. Why exactly is that the case? Because the Headhunters will always run to the next hero. And if the King is in between, he's going to tank the Headhunters, and that's obviously not a good thing. Over here, he, sadly missed the freeze as well a little bit, which is causing him to use the Warden ability. And now everything is flying around the Multi-Inferno Tower, and the Loons are trying to get more percentage at the top side, but we have the haste into the Multi-Inferno Tower. But the Royal Champion is kind of the huge problem for him right now. There's nothing which can actually kill the Royal Champ. The freeze is not hitting the Royal Champion, and the Eagle in the end is staying alive. So this is not going to be a triple, but well, it should be a decent percent in the end, I think, because there's still so many minions alive. The only problem which he might have is the Eagle, because the Eagle is still alive, and obviously the range of the Eagle is pretty big. So yeah, that's kind of the next problem. But either way, we have around 90%, I guess. Let's see, 91% in the end, which isn't a bad attack at all. So let's take a look at the next attacker from Darkest Muzan. I'm not sure who this is, because I have no clue about the Chinese signs or letters over there, so I'm really sorry for that. He's using as well the earthquake lightning technique, which got so popular with the last qualifier because some teams were using it a lot over there. And well, a lot of teams are kind of jumping onto the hype train of this strategy. And well, let's see how good this is going to work for him. And he's using the Hawk Riders in combination with this strategy. Normally you're seeing this obviously most of the time, except your Sinti from MCS, but otherwise you see most of the time with Lalo instead of Hawk Riders. But let's see. The ground skeleton so far was already a nice little touch over there, because this means he had to use the free spell for the single and the tunnel, which is obviously great. And now the king is getting rid of this mortar, and this means the queen is randomly going to the right side. Like, this was such an unlucky timing over there. Really unfortunate. Now he somehow needs to save this because, well, the queen is on one side, the king on the other, and this attack looks like he wanted to have a really deep push into the base with his king, the siege barracks which he placed as well, and obviously his queen. So that's obviously not the best start you want to wish for, and now he somehow needs to get through this back end kinda. He has a ton of headhunters with him, so the heroes should not be a problem, but he needs to get as many percentage as possible, especially in this meta. So let's see how good this is going to be. The queen is going to get another bomb tower at the top side, which is always awesome, considering that you're taking with Hawk Riders. And now the Hawks are coming in, Warden in behind, next wave of Hawk Riders, Warden ability early, and the Headhunters in behind as well. So looking good for now. Next Hawk Riders on the left side in addition, and now he needs to heal everything up to make sure that he's getting the value he needs to somehow collect more percentage, or is he even tripling? Now the Tornado Trap is putting everything together, and now the Eagle Shots in combination with the scatter, and this is one of the biggest Hawk Rider bacon which we ever saw. Like, that was crazy. The Tornado Trap put all of the Hawk Riders together, and the Eagle in combination with the scatter just melted them. Holy moly, that was insane. Okay, no Hawk Rider alive. He's trying to get a couple more percentage, but this is not getting far. So as long as we tie on stars, we have the percentage lead against Darkest Muzan, which is a great thing to say. I have to say that, but well, let's see how the next attack is going to go. When we have Eve Jack coming in with this next attack, and he's using the Super Witches. I did, as you guys know, like a special strategy guide for the Super Witches, because I saw so many even top teams using the Super Witches wrong. And we saw that in the last couple of qualifiers. The hit rates of Super Witches were pretty low. Compared to the qualifier where we were in there as well, and our hit rate with the Super Witches, it was pretty high. And the problem which I see with most of the teams using only 4 Super Witches. And I explained already in my guide why exactly it's such a big difference in between of 4 and, for example, 5 Super Witches. It's a huge difference, and this is kind of the breaking point and why the strategy got so strong after the update with the additional troop space. So yeah, 5 Super Witches is just all the way better, and you should always then just use 4 healers, for example. But either way, we now have the push into the town. He's using the raid really early to get into the town, because the Wallbreakers actually activated the town hall. So then he's using the next rage really early as well. And now take a look. Those are the key things which make or break in an attack, and those are the things which Eve Check is just famous for. His love to the like small things, like the detail kind of in his attacks. He's using a Hawk Rider Clan Castle, and one of the worst things is having the Hawk Riders getting right into the bomb tower. And what he's doing over here early, he's using the Royal Champion to kind of snipe out the bomb tower to get this extra value, which is crazy. So really nicely done over there. And now the Royal Champion still has everything, like all of the Hawk Riders in front of her, tanking for her. Meanwhile, the Queen and the Core died, but that's alright, because he has a freaking ton of Super Witches still left alive, and the Royal Champion's ability is still up, so we can use that. And now only the single Inferno Tower has a somehow, maybe a little bit of a chance to save this for the defense. Royal Champion Shield is going to be activated, but the Tornado is actually helping him with rotating the the giant skeletons into the last single Inferno Tower. And this means, well, we can't really say it from this point, but this is going to be a freaking overkill. Really nice job. And now this means we have tied on stars, and we have the percentage lead overall. So that's That's great news. That's well, something different than what we expected from the qualifier, but so far it looks great. And well, with this one small oopsie of Darkest Muzan, but let's see how the war still keep going. So far we have only 4 attacks in, so everything can still happen. So let's see. Next attack is going to be Tai from Darkest Muzan, and he's choosing the witches. We saw so many super witches, but to be honest, normal witches, in my opinion, maybe even a little bit stronger if you can find the right lightning value. And what he's doing over here, he's doing it really nicely to use the lightning in combination with another lightning, like the earthquake, to get the entire right side done. So that's huge value already for the lightnings and the royal champ. So far it looks great. One next thing which he's getting as well, he's getting another mortar, which might sound kind of like, mortar is the weakest defense in the game. Like, who cares? It's a witch attack. It's an all witch attack, and those are like one of the troops which kind of do care actually about a mortar. So nice start for him so far, using a Valkyrie to funnel and now all of the witches in, using the king on the other side in a second, I guess, to funnel everything in. Yep, there he is. And now everything just should push into the core. Yes, the super Wallbreakers as well to get his troops even deeper into the base. But so far this attack looks great. So let's see how exactly this is going to turn out. So witches are getting slowly but surely into the town hall. I didn't even notice that he forgot to drop the warden until now. I don't know if it was intended or not. Not sure. Either way, warden ability, I guess soon. He's placing the wall breaks on the flank of the compartment. I don't really know why, but this means the wait, this could be actually planned. Like, with those wall breakers, he opened the wrong compartment, yes. But at the same time, he got rid of the bitter huts. And this means with the pathing which got created due to that, he's pushing the witches inside. So I'm not sure. Maybe it was actually planned to get those bitter huts out of the way. I'm not sure. Maybe it was actually like 1 million IQ move. That was that was some crazy stuff. I guess he used the super wall breakers to funnel. That's some insane stuff over there. So either way, the witches broke not only through the core wall, but instead as well into the back end. And well, so far this is looking great for him. He still has the free spell left. He still has the queen ability left. So a ton of value which he can use on the back end. And well, this base is looking crushed, guys. This base is crushed. Really great attack. I really wonder about if this funnel with the super wall breakers were planned. And I don't know what is going wrong with my voice. Either way, now let's get back. Voice is coming back slowly, but if this funnel was intended, that was some crazy stuff over there. Either way, nice 3-star over here, and this means let's get into the next attack because Darkest Muzan is once again a little bit ahead when it comes down to stars. So let's see if we can, make it even again, or well, if we have some trouble. Either way, Maxie is going to be next for us, and he's coming in with the Zap Lalo. One of my favorite strategies, and to be honest, guys, I started pushing again, like this season again, and I have to say I had some struggle in the beginning with Zap Lalo, but I started again with pushing with Zap Lalo with the Itzy, and I had my perfect day of Legend League yesterday with Zap Lalo. So this strategy is just crazy if you can actually use it. And I'm not saying I'm already able to use it, I'm just saying it's crazy strong. So let's get to the attack of Maxie and let's see what exactly he can pull off with this. He is using the Royal Champ on the right side, his Queen and his King with an Ice Golem to get the enemy Royal Champion, I guess. Scatter, MuZhan, Inferno Tower, so a ton of value. And obviously the Expo over there as well. The Royal Champ, meanwhile, is kind of struggling against all of the ground Expos. Is he getting another Wizard Tower? That would be great. Yeah, Wizard Tower is going down as well. Obviously, I guess the Eagle would have been nice, but to be honest, I don't think he planned on getting the Eagle. He just wanted to create the pathing into the Eagle. That was the important thing. Queen, meanwhile, is still alive, using her ability at the top side. The one thing which would be great is getting the Air Sweeper out of the way as well. But there is no damage on her, so she should get the Air Sweeper and the Air Defense, which is great for him. Now a couple of loons to get the Eagle out of the way. And, well, then let's get started with the Lalo. So far, it looks great from him. Lalo is getting started as well. One Hound is going to the left, enemy Queen, and take a look at this freeze. This freeze is amazing. Throws the Queen, throws the Scatter, and throws the MuZhan from the tower. That was insane. Now using the haste, to be honest, I'm not sure if the haste was the right choice because the town hall is not down yet and the warden ability is already used. The tornado trap is rotating the blimp away from the town hall, but the biggest group of loons is not going for the town hall, but all of everything of loons, or like all of the loons around the town should die now, and this is kind of tricky. The loons, they should be enough, right? Like we have the archer tower, we have only the inferno tower left. This should be another triple in this match, the second triple for us in this match, and it's looking really good. To be honest, maybe another freeze would have been better, and instead using the early haste, it would have been better to freeze the town. I'm not sure. I'm just like already trying to learn from me and trying to like pick up good things which worked and everything. But I mean, 3 stars are 3 stars, so we did everything right, I guess. Let's take a look at the next attack. Next attacker is going to be Kartik from Darkest Muzan. He's going Queen Charge Hybrid, which like Darkest Muzan is so freaking good at. It's insane. Like whenever you want to see one team doing Queen Charge Hybrid, it's them. They're really, really good at it. You need to what happened over there? I'm not sure why he didn't drop the poison. Well, why didn't he drop the poison? I'm not sure. Maybe a lag or something. I'm not sure, but this is something which is really untypical for Darkest Muzan. Mistakes like this. That's crazy. Okay, now we need to somehow save this. I mean, if this triples, I'm going crazy, but I guess it won't. But still, like that's crazy. Okay, either way, now let's get back to the attack. He's playing the hybrid into the town hall. Enemy clan caster is getting taken out, I guess. Yes. The problem is that the enemy royal champion is luring all of the miners away from the town hall, and now he somehow needs to use his spells because he has so many left, because he was not able to use any of them for the queen charge, and he has still 2 rages left. The one here on the left side is using another rage for the meanwhile Yeti smash already, I guess, on the right side with his royal champion, everything, freezing the single inferno tower, getting the royal champion shield out. But this is not looking good. This is going to be a really low percentage, which is really, really strange to see. But yeah, he still has a rage left, and this is not going to get anywhere. So that's a crazy good defense. To be honest, I mean, I cannot even shout out to the base because it was just the clan castle which did the job, I guess. So that was surprising. I mean, you take those, right? You take those. But still, that's a surprising arrow. He's trying to get as many percentage still as possible, but I guess it won't be that many. So we have a huge lead if we can somehow make the next attack count. And well, this is going to be a 59% in the end. So let's take a look at if we can somehow make this count and if we can triple on our end. Next attacker is going to be Lex, and he's going to come in with the Queen Charge Hybrid as well. Queen Charge Hybrid is still super popular, especially in those matches, because one thing which you need always to remember is in those matches, especially now with the teams which are going towards, like Darkest Muzan, is that those teams need to save their super troops. And what exactly do I mean by that? Or not save, but they want to use the super troops which they can use on offense. And this means no one of them right now has super minions active, because super minions are just there to get donated. And that's something which is a really bad thing, in my opinion, in the idea of super troops, because you need to be able to donate them. A couple of them are just there to get donated, for example. So in a war attack, super minions. You don't use super minions on offense in a war attack, for example. The same with most of the time with super minions. So those troops are basically existing to get donated. But if you activate them, you cannot activate super Wallbreakers or things like that, which is kind of like a sad thing. So this is why in all of those matches, or most of those matches, there are no super minions in there. And this is obviously a huge difference. So for example, a Queen Charge with super minions is looking against super minions is looking way different than a Queen Charge against a Hound. I mean, all of you guys know that in Legend, for example. So this is why Queen Charge Hybrid is so popular in those matches, in those community league matches, but at the same time is struggling a little bit in the qualifiers where everyone is having super minion clan castles, right? So that's one thing which you should always remember. Meanwhile, this attack is looking really great of Lex. He's still rating up his queen, saving the queen with the freeze over there, and making sure that he's staying alive. Meanwhile, the Warden ability, next heal spell to cover all of this hybrid at the top side. Meanwhile, the Royal Champion is going crazy, and there are no Inferno Towers left anymore. And this means most of the time those back-end heroes, like his own back-end heroes, cannot die anymore because they're just so powerful. So another rage for the queen. The queen won't die anymore. He has the swag freeze. Oh my god, I don't know what's wrong with me today, but he can still swag the freeze. He still has the swag Royal Champ and the queen ability. So great job by Lex. Really nice triple over there. And yeah, so that's great, which is putting us in a really nice spot. And this means both clans have one attack left. I have one attack left on Tribe side, and we have one more attacker on the Darkest Muzan side. As long as I don't get like a 0 or like a 1 star, we should be fine when it comes down to the match win. But let's see how exactly the last two attacks are going to turn out, and let's see what we're going to see. The first attack is going to be from Darkest Muzan and from B. And he's using the Mass Witch, but not the Mass Witch like with the Queen Charge, the Mass Witch with the 10 lightnings, which is actually going crazy at the moment in Legend. Like, I feel like I have every single time, like a Legend day, where at least one random, I don't know, guy, whatever, is attacking me with this spam witch attack. And somehow it's always a triple. I don't know if the bases are just bad against this strategy or what exactly is going on, but this attack strategy is killing it in Legend somehow. I don't know. Either way, now let's take a look at this attack. He's using Mass Witches with a couple of golems and 2 ice golems. Now the Ram, I think he could have angled the Ram a little bit different, so he's not hitting the Dark Elixir storage, but it should be fine, I think. It should be fine. Now the golem at the top side, the golem is going right away into the single Inferno Tower and the enemy king. Maybe 2 ice golems would have been better over there, not quite sure. Either way, now the Ram is making it slowly but surely into the town hall, or like into the direction of the town hall. The bottom side is dying out. Where is he placing the Royal Champ? Like, what is wrong with the Royal Champ? Where's the Royal Champ plan? What's going on? What's going on? Next Warden ability, now the Royal Champ. You should have placed the Royal Champ to protect his witches, because by now all of the bottom witches are dead. So this is obviously a huge change. Like, just imagine 3 witches or like 4 witches or something are still alive over there. That would be a huge game changer. And now the top push is slowly but surely making it into the back end. But there's one multi-Inferno Tower and the enemy queen, which are dealing a ton of damage. And especially this back end multi-Inferno Tower is sometimes really tricky to come over, especially with an army like this. So this attack will be really close. Queen ability is still there at the moment, but I guess he needs to use that soon, because the expos on top of the queen, yes, he needs to use the queen ability. The ground, like the tornado trap, is rotating every skeleton away, which is causing the witches getting targeted by the multi-Inferno Tower, and now it's getting, yeah, now it's getting really messy. I don't think that this is getting far. This back end multi-Inferno Tower is doing work. Like, it's killing so many witches. It's insane. That's crazy. Oh my god, everything is getting melted over there. This multi-Inferno Tower is being the MVP of the defense. There was some crazy stuff over there. The Warden is still alive and is collecting some more percentage, but this is not getting any further. And this means this is going to be once again a kind of low percentage of Darkest Muzan. So let's jump into the next attack, which is going to be my attack. And I'm going once again in with Queen Charge Hybrid on this one. And I'm playing with 2 Yetis, with 1 Yeti on this one, to funnel, because I kind of predicted, to be honest, a bigger Tesla farm over there. But I kind of like a split up Tesla farm. A couple of them on 10 o'clock and a couple of them on the 1 o'clock side. Either way, now the really nice move, which I think was a really nice move, even though, like, you know what I mean. But the nice move was to bounce the Bitter Hut, which in the end means my queen is going to go into the base 100%. Like, whatever is happening, I just need to get rid of this one Tesla and everything should be alright. Like the queen will go into the base really nicely really nice pathing so far. Now the Wallbreak, to get the Wallbreak into the core, so far it looks great. And as soon as my queen is in the core, we can already get started with the king, because I want to share the damage. I want to split the damage in between of the Queen Charge and my Hybrid. And with this being said, I need to start the Hybrid early, otherwise split the damage in between of anything. I placed the Headhunter sadly a little bit too late. Now the Clan Cast is coming out as well, so there are many things at the same time. Poison over there, Queen ability over there, Tornadoes getting triggered, so many things are happening at the same time, but still, so far looks good. I'm not 100% sure if I actually needed that heal, because, well, my Royal Champ got targeted by the Eagle. That should be alright. Now the Warden ability, the Queen is somehow still alive. I don't know, like, there were so many things on top of my Queen. I have no clue how she survived. But so far looks great. We still have one more heal. The Queen ability, not anymore sadly, but still it's looking great. I still have the one heal to place it on top of the bomb tower, and this should be another triple for us. So this is looking yeah, like the win for us in the end. And I will show you guys the exact percentage in a second. We got the victory over here. To be honest, I think we're already out of the competition anyway, like of CIC. So it was just like a nice to have thing at this point. And we already know, like, we obviously know that Darkest Muzan, for example, as all of the other Worlds teams are already kind of preparing for Worlds with base and everything. So best of luck to Darkest Muzan for Worlds. And one more question to you guys: would you like to see a prediction video of mine for Worlds, like where I think, like where I go through the teams, my predictions, who's going to maybe win a couple of matches, etc. So that would be kind of maybe a nice video for the future. Let me guys know if you would like to see that. Either way, that's it for today. 14-12, pretty good war from us. And well, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow. Until then, see ya and bye bye.